Welcome back to Riley's on the Road.
We were in Miami for 3 days and Orlando, Florida for a week.
Let's see what we did there. We drove up to Miami to stay 3 nights so we could visit the national parks in the area.
My mom, Joma, and I went to Everglades National Park. We went on a boardwalk there and we saw a lot of alligators and one turtle. We also saw a lot of pretty flowers in the swamp.
We visited Biscayne National Park, which is the largest marine park in the National Park Service. About 95% of the park is underwater, protecting the coral reefs and other marine environments of Florida's coast. It was windy and cold the day we visited, so we didn't have much interest in water activities. Instead, we explored the visitor center and surrounding area. We went on a little walk by the water and was able to see the Miami skyline from across the bay. The girls participated in a ranger-led fishing program, and they all got a chance to catch something. Ashlyn even caught a stick.
What'd you catch, Ashlyn?
Just bring it out of the water.
You can give your fish a little pet here, and then we're gonna get them back in the water. Yeah, they have a slime coat. That's why you don't want to touch them with a dry hand, because you take away all their slime. And their slime is kind of like a little protective shield that they have around their body that stops like diseases and parasites and all kind of stuff like that. So the worst thing you can do for a fish is to grab them with a towel, with a dry towel. It's very bad for a fish.
Oh, jeez!
Whoops, Daisy.
Fish are slippery.
Did you just flop over?
He did flop over.
What did you get? Nicely done.
Listen, put him up to your ear. He supposedly grunts.
Yeah, I hear him. Can you not hear him?
Throw him in the water.
No.
Off you go.
Okay, bye, buddy.
We saw some iguanas before we left, which was pretty cool. The girls also got their junior ranger badges.
Here you go. Here he comes. He just wants you to pet him. Yeah.
After Miami, we stayed at Thousand Trails in Orlando for a week. Dad had to fly to San Diego for some work meetings and checked up on the house while he was there. It was in the process of renovations to be sold.
On Thursday, we got to go to Discovery Cove, the reason why we were in Orlando. It was a Christmas present from our parents and was so cool. There were tons of things to do and see, plus all-inclusive food and drink. First, we did the dry activities, like watching a flamingo parade and feeding all kinds of birds. Then was the main event, swimming with dolphins. We learned some about the majestic creatures first, then got to meet our dolphin, Yoko. She was so gentle and very photogenic. To start with, she floated by so we could touch her, then we all got a turn to swim with her, which was surreal. Then we posed with her for some cute pictures. At the end, it was sad to say goodbye, but she sent us off with some cool tricks. Afterwards, we learned some about a couple of exotic birds and got ice cream before heading to the lazy river. Honestly, I think it was the best lazy river we've been in. It was huge with a ton of attention to detail, like different depths and floor types throughout, paths to Monkey Island, and even an underwater cannon. After a couple times around, we stopped to see the otters and marmosets be fed, and both were absolutely adorable. The last of our adventures at Discovery Cove was to go to their Grand Reef, where we got to swim with all different kinds of fascinating fish, and, one of the coolest parts in my opinion, with a ton of different species of huge and elegant rays. all, it was such an amazing experience, and we had a great time. On the drive home, there was a gorgeous sunset to complement our wonderful day.
We put the Ringling Circus Museum sticker, 2 Key West stickers, and a Biscayne sticker on the back of the RV.
Larry and Penny was a great county park, but from what I understand, their rates have doubled since last year, and I'm not sure it was worth the price. It was, however, a great home base to see the national parks from. I was glad I got to go to the Everglades, as I missed it when the girls and David went in 2023. Discovery Cove was a huge splurge, but we enjoyed every minute. Every year, we try to find a new experience to gift the girls for Christmas, and it's getting harder and harder, especially now after traveling for so long and experiencing so much.
Swimming with dolphins was such a cool experience.
See you next time on Riley's on the Road.
Bye!